Welcome to Cabin and Cottage, where vintage and traditional living room decor come to life. Today, we invite you into a world of Ralph Lauren's spring farmhouse, where timeless elegance meets cozy charm. If you love classic interiors, subscribe, like, and comment to support our channel. Now, let's begin. As the sun gently rises over the countryside, the golden light spills across the whitewashed farmhouse, bathing the home in a warm, welcoming glow. You see a vintage wrought iron gate opening to a stone pathway, framed by lush hydrangeas in full bloom. The front porch, adorned with navy and white striped cushions and rustic lanterns, beckons you to come closer. This is not just a house, it's a timeless retreat, where every corner whispers of vintage charm and enduring elegance. Stepping inside, the living room unfolds before you. Exposed wooden beams stretch across the ceiling, highlighting the deep tones of the reclaimed wood. A stone fireplace commands attention, its hearth crackling with warmth. The furniture is a perfect balance of antique and modern. A deep navy velvet sofa rests atop a weathered Persian rug, accompanied by a vintage leather armchair that invites you to sink in. The room speaks of quiet sophistication, where luxury meets rustic comfort in every detail. You walk into the dining room, where a long weathered oak table is set for a spring gathering. The scene is beautifully understated: crisp white linen napkins, delicate china with soft blue floral patterns, and vintage silverware glimmering in the soft light. A bouquet of fresh peonies, their vibrant colors bursting from a crystal vase, sits at the table center. The atmosphere is serene yet inviting, a testament to the art of dining in timeless style. As you enter the bedroom, you are enveloped in a calm and refined atmosphere. A king-size bed takes center stage, its soft cotton layers and a classic blue and white toile pattern giving it a timeless appeal. The headboard, upholstered in natural linen, is a perfect complement to the distressed wooden nightstands, which hold antique brass sconces. A tufted reading chair near the window promises quiet moments with a view of rolling pastures outside, completing this tranquil sanctuary. The kitchen is where function and beauty meet. White shaker cabinets provide a clean, classic backdrop to the large apron front sink, while reclaimed wood forms the heart of the island, topped with pristine marble. Copper pots hang from a wrought iron rack, reflecting the soft light that fills the room. Open shelves reveal stacks of blue and white china, and a freshly baked loaf of sourdough rests on a wooden cutting board, completing the picture of a space designed to nurture and inspire. A quiet corner of the farmhouse reveals a sunlit reading nook. Shelves line the walls, filled with well-loved leather-bound books that have stories to tell. A classic navy-striped armchair sits invitingly, with a vintage brass reading lamp casting a soft glow. A wool throw is draped over the chair, and from the large window, the scent of blooming flowers wafts in on the spring breeze, making it the perfect place for an afternoon of peaceful contemplation. The entryway greets you with its grand yet understated elegance. A vintage Persian rug leads you through the arched doorway, where a rustic wooden console table stands beneath an antique clock. Brass candlesticks hold flickering flames, casting a warm glow on the carefully curated decor. Blue and white porcelain vases filled with hydrangeas and framed equestrian photography on the walls. Every detail in this space is a reflection of refined style and effortless charm. Outside, a sunroom provides a perfect space to bask in the natural light. Oversized rattan chairs with navy cushions beckon you to relax, while a distressed whitewashed coffee table holds a vase of freshly picked wildflowers. Large arched windows with sheer linen curtains allow the breeze to flow through, filling the room with the scent of the garden beyond. It's a seamless blend of classic style and a deep connection to nature's beauty. As the evening draws near, you find yourself in an outdoor dining area under a vine-covered pergola. The long reclaimed wood table is set with vintage brass candlesticks and fine china, while string lights twinkle above, creating an enchanting atmosphere. The nearby stone fireplace adds warmth to the scene, and the fresh fragrance of wildflowers fills the air. It's an idyllic space where conversation flows as freely as the wine, and the moments linger long into the evening. The bathroom feels like a quiet retreat. A clawfoot tub sits beneath a large arched window, framed by flowing white curtains that allow the soft light to filter through. Navy damask wallpaper meets white shiplap walls, and antique brass faucets gleam in the glow of the chandelier overhead. A woven basket of fluffy towels sits beside the tub, while a wooden stool holds a scented candle, completing the ambience of timeless luxury and relaxation. On the farmhouse veranda, wisteria vines drape over a white painted wooden swing, gently swaying in the breeze. Navy and white striped cushions add a touch of comfort, while a rustic wooden coffee table holds a porcelain teapot and fresh garden roses. The sun filters the pergola, casting soft shadows on the porch floor, and the air is filled with the sound of birds chirping. It's a serene moment, suspended in time, where everything feels perfectly in place. In the study, dark oak bookshelves line the walls, filled with leather-bound classics that speak of knowledge and history. A vintage writing desk, with its brass accents and worn surface, sits beneath a warm, inviting light. A plush navy armchair sits nearby, draped in a Ralph Lauren-inspired plaid wool throw, while a crystal decanter rests on a polished mahogany side table. The room emanates sophistication, providing a space for reflection and intellectual pursuits. In the cozy breakfast nook, a round weatherwood table is placed by a large bay window that overlooks the lush garden. A linen-covered banquette is adorned with soft floral pillows, and above, a wrought iron chandelier casts a warm glow on the scene. Freshly baked croissants rest on the table beside a steaming pot of English breakfast tea, while a ceramic pitcher filled with wildflowers adds a finishing touch to this inviting space. The hallway leads you on a journey to the farmhouse, with its vaulted ceiling and exposed wooden beams. A vintage console table stands against a shiplap wall, with a crystal vase of hydrangeas and antique brass lamps creating a warm and welcoming atmosphere. The aged hardwood floors gleam softly underfoot, and the walls are adorned with framed photographs that tell the story of this timeless home. Inside the greenhouse, sunlight pours to the glass paneled walls, illuminating rows of potted lavender, fresh herbs, and climbing ivy. A rustic wooden potting bench holds terracotta planters and vintage gardening tools, while an open botanical journal rests nearby. The air is thick with the scent of earth and blossoms, and the soft shadows cast by the glass ceiling add a sense of serenity to this tranquil retreat. In the parlor room, a grand stone fireplace commands the space, its mantel adorned with antique trinkets and framed art. The deep tones of the tufted leather Chesterfield sofa create a striking contrast with the warm, weathered Persian rug beneath it. The glow from a vintage chandelier and brass sconces adds to the room's inviting charm, creating a space where elegance and comfort coexist effortlessly. In the farmhouse garden, stone pathways wind their way through vibrant blooms, leading to a charming gazebo draped in climbing roses. The soft glow of fairy lights illuminates the scene, and a small wrought iron bistro set is surrounded by lush lavender and white peonies. The distant white barn with its navy shutters completes this picturesque retreat, where beauty and simplicity reign in perfect harmony. The mudroom exudes practicality with a touch of rustic elegance. Navy and white striped wallpaper provides a timeless backdrop to the reclaimed wooden bench, while vintage leather riding boots hang neatly on the brass hooks. A Persian rug softens the aged stone floor, and a polished wooden saddle rests on a stand, adding to the equestrian charm of this well-appointed space. On the farmhouse patio, oversized linen-draped lounge chairs beckon you to unwind and enjoy the tranquil surroundings. A weathered wooden coffee table holds a vintage serving cart with a chilled bottle of rose and delicate glassware. The soft rustling of olive trees and the twinkling of string lights overhead create an idyllic setting for an evening of relaxation, where time slows down and every moment feels precious. In the stables, the sight of the grand white barn with navy shutters against the rolling green fields is both serene and majestic. Inside, vintage leather saddles rest on wooden racks, and polished brass tack gleams in the soft light that pours into the open barn doors. The scent of fresh hay fills the air, and you can almost feel the quiet connection to the land, a place where tradition and luxury blend seamlessly. That concludes our journey through Ralph Lauren Spring Farmhouse, a place where tradition and beauty create a timeless escape. Which space was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more vintage and traditional decor inspiration. See you next time.